You have 7 relatives Gija, in the medical profession, am I right?
Yes, actually, I have two siblings who are nurses in America, and then one chief medtech also there. And my eldest son is a registered nurse before he proceeded to med proper. My youngest daughter is also a nurse. The latest, she worked at Japan, but she's now here. Then ang niece ko is a nurse, duwagid sila.
Can you tell us kung kalising ano sila?
Ang akong sister nga chief nurse sa Amerika is Rachel Pasaporte Calva. And then the other nurse is Jerome Pasaporte. The medtech is Alberto Pasaporte Jr. My son, Hubert Bautista Jr. And my youngest daughter is Saramay Bautista. My niece is Grace Pasaporte and Maria Rona Pasaporte Pomperada.
And all of them are on active duty
Yep.
now.
Mm-mm.
How does it feel? You have 7 frontliners in the family.
Well, of course, I feel nervous since we do not know that. I mean, we cannot see the virus in the tabalan ang kontra naton. But at the same time, I leave everything to God. What we are doing always is to pray and ask for the Lord's guidance and protection in this pandemic time.
Yes, may comment.
Doc, anong mga gina-share nila usually sa inyo? Are you in constant contact with them?
Yep.
Kung anong gina-share nila sa ilang mga experiences, mga fears nila while they are facing an unseen enemy?
Actually, ang most of the time ang nag-share gid sa akon is Jerome, our youngest no in the family sa siblings namon. Kay at present na-assigned siya, he is assigned sa patients na COVID positive 13 gid kabilog sa San Francisco, California. So nagahambal siya nga if ever something will happen to him, ipakremate na lang siya kuno. Hindi na siya dire kuno pag ipadala, but we are trying to convince him that nothing will happen to him. Just put your trust, put everything in the Lord, because we know that He is there for you. So we encourage him most of the time. Because sometimes, of course, he is afraid that he might be one of those who will be affected by the COVID-19.
But what do you think? Have things changed? We now talk openly about death. It's not a matter that we shy away from now compared to before.
Mm.
So Jerome is talking to you about his possible death.
Yeah.
How does it feel for a sister, an older sister?
Of course, I feel sad because, of course, who wants that one of the members of your family will die because of this pandemic? But we can't really tell what will happen tomorrow.
And Jerome is one of your closest, one of those siblings closest. to
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Ikaw, Pirmi Rizal, para sa iyo.
He is very close to me. Sa tanan-tanan lang.
Ah,
So I told him just to take care of himself, and of course, always pray to God and ask forgiveness for your sins, because we know very well that we are all sinners, right? We cannot say that, oh, I don't have sin, but we are all sinners. So as early as possible, try to ask forgiveness for your sins.
But I'll go back again. 13 COVID patients ang na-attend niya na so
Yeah.
far. 13
13.
since the pandemic broke out sa US.
Yeah. And he's not going home anymore. He's just staying there in the hospital because he is staying in a hotel since he is a travel nurse, but for this time he's assigned in that certain hospital.
Mhm. But 15 positive cases under him. Uh, may napatay na sa iya under his care, wala pa.
So far, not yet.
Not yet.
Still fighting for his life. There are three. He told me that there are three who are still fighting for their lives, and I'm sure that he will be sad if in case there's any. It's because America is so compared to the Philippines, they have more facilities. So there's a tendency that the patient will stay a little bit longer compared here.
Si Doc Hobart is on duty now, no? Sa
Um,
public hospital.
Ano siya, postgraduate intern.
Oo.
But this time they are spared in having their duty there
Oo.
since they are preparing for their medicine board this September.
Ah.
But they are supposed to be there until end of June as postgraduate intern.
What are your reflections now that your relatives are frontliners and again, as you have said, it's not sure kung asasano sila. Tomorrow they might die.
Yeah.
Anong reflections mo so far?
Of course, we will just do our best, live the most out of it every day because we don't know what will happen to us tomorrow. We should always treat today as if this is our last day because no matter how we wanted to stay long, but because of this pandemic that we do not know what will happen to us, we better pray because I know God answers prayer. But then we have to be very careful. We should take that precautions, of course, at least to an ounce of prevention is better than a pound of cure. So it's better to stay at home. But in our case, we are having our duty since it's skeletal. We cannot just stay at home. In fact, I told him to file a leave for this moment, but he told me it will be disapproved since his service is really badly needed.
You mean Jerome?
Yeah,
So among the 7, the most critical actually is Jerome.
yeah, because he's really handling COVID positive patients,
Mm.
whereas Rachel is not handling any positive patient.